people that are born with vaginas experience pain during sex. Sometimes it feels like a stabbing pain or a burning pain. I had one woman tell me that it felt like shards of glass inside her vagina every time that she had sex. If you have ever experienced this, first and foremost, please go to your doctor. And often people who experience this and then they do go to their doctor, they get some sort of diagnosis: vaginismus, vulvodynia, pelvic pain disorder, arousal disorder. All these different terms have been used. And often there is not a set treatment, or the treatment includes numbing creams. It's just like, oh, your vagina hurts, let's just numb it out. It's like, great, that sounds sort of like a band-aid solution. That's not really the root of the problem. So if you have ever experienced vaginal pain or discomfort during sex, or you have ever been diagnosed with any of those things or told by a doctor that you have any of those things, and the numbing cream or the prescription that they gave you is not really to your liking, then keep watching this video, because I'm going to talk about one holistic, natural way that you can deal with vaginal pain and pelvic pain all by yourself at home using just your fingers. Let's do it. My name is Kendra. I am a counselor and somatic sex educator here at ESC, and today we're talking about vaginal pain because it happens and it sucks. One way to deal with vaginal pain, if you don't want to use a numbing cream or whatever else your doctor has told you to do, and again, I'm not a doctor, I'm just going to say that right now, you can try something called vaginal dearmouring. The process of vaginal dearmouring is basically going into the vaginal canal manually and using either fingers or some sort of dildo and massage out the pain. So just like any other muscle in your body that is holding tension, you can massage out pelvic pain. There are different causes to pelvic pain. Often though, it is caused by a chronic tension, because not only is that really tense and creating this really tight opening, but also it's like impinging on nerve endings and blood flow, so that there's not as much like healthy lymph and blood and energy and like juiciness going down into the pelvic floor and allowing you to fully arouse and become fully lubricated. So we want the tension out. We want a nice, flexible, beautiful pelvic floor, which we talk about a lot in Vaginal Warrior, which is a course that we have available for you on our website if you want to check it out. Chronic pelvic tension can be caused by many things: physical abuse, sexual abuse, trauma, shame, psychological and emotional blocks to particular partners or particular acts. All of that is very normal. The body holds on to that tension and that memory, and it makes it that much more difficult to have really pleasurable open sex when your body has programmed itself to believe that sex is painful and scary and threatening. So reprogramming your body is a very slow process. The key to vaginal dearmouring is to go slow. There's actually four keys. One is go slow. 2, breathe. 3, sound. Making sound really helps to release energy and stuck emotion. And 4, pressure. Gentle pressure. So how do you actually do it? Step number 1, make sure that you feel incredibly safe. Part of the reason that you experience pain during sex is because you have had threatening sexual experiences before, sexual experiences when you weren't quite ready or sober or like all on board 2 feet in, you know, and your body is like, sex is scary. And then you try to de-armor yourself when you're feeling abrasive. That's not usually a good way to start. You definitely want to be somewhere where you are calm, where you are relaxed, you believe you have lots of time, you believe you have lots of privacy, so that you can do this comfortably. If your body doesn't believe that you are safe, this process will be very ineffective. Step number 2, choose what you are going to use, whether it is fingers. I find fingers best. I like skin on skin, and it's just, you have a better feedback mechanism for how much pressure you're actually inserting. But you can also use a dildo, a sex toy. Crystal dildos are lovely. You can also use a jade egg, your partner's penis, whatever works. Step number 3, warm your body up. Get warm, get yourself aroused, get your blood flowing. Try to get as calm and relaxed and sexy and juicy as possible. We want your vagina to be opening and blossoming. Come heal me. We don't want it to be freaking out before we even go in for the process. So warm up, masturbate, get yourself off. Step number 4, lubricate, crazy lubricate your finger or the dildo, whatever you are choosing to use, and slowly insert into the vagina and hunt for a painful place. Most common places are actually the opening, especially for if you experience a burning sensation. It's often right around the opening, the G-spot, and then the cervix. Those are very common places for holding a lot of pain and tension. Once you find a place that is tender, stop, lean into it, put some firm but gentle pressure. I'm talking the pressure of like a nickel on the skin, and just hold there, and then come back to our 4 beautiful best friend. Going slow, we're already doing that. Breathe, sound. So on your exhale, or anger or tears or whatever comes out, just release. And then 4 is maintaining that gentle pressure. I find it very helpful to imagine melting butter. So when you're holding that place and you're breathing, imagine melting butter like in a pan, just softening as those tissues are like melting around the holding. Eventually you will physically, especially if you're using your finger, you will physically start to actually feel the change in the tissues beneath wherever you're holding. The recommendation when I was learning this technique is actually to stay with each point for like 3 to 5 minutes, if not more time than that. This is a gentle process that doesn't happen in one night. Usually it is a process. I de-armored my vagina and I still go in there like days, weeks. And that's vaginal dearmoring. It's pretty easy peasy. Not if you are not a patient person, and that is me. Patience is not one of my virtues. And the more patient I am, the more I notice that my body is willing to open up to more and more ecstatic, beautiful, wild, crazy bliss. If you have any questions, you can pop them in the comment section below, and check out our program, Vaginal Warrior, because in that program we do a whole bunch of jade egg exercises, which is placing a jade egg right into the vaginal canal and helping to massage you from the inside out, which is beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, eat, squat, and come.